So welcome to Merrington. We've set up. Had a bit of a nightmare drive here, but apart from that we're all set up now. I'm over in Peg4 in Main Lake, so I'll show you the swim in a few seconds time. And as you can see, the camp's set up. We're all ready to rock and roll. Tactics for today is I've baited 2 spots with the advice from the bailiff, but also I'm going to be looking out of a peg anyway throughout the day, and hoping to snag some close into the margins with this nice hot weather. I think it's going to be difficult this weekend. I'm aiming for 1 fish, and I'll be happy with that. So I'll show you the peg and the water. This is home for the next 3 nights. So like I said, we're on Peg4, so the rods are set up, ready to go. I've got a rod near enough about 9 wraps. There's a bar to my left, and then I'm near enough straight out as well. About maximum wraps I could go on this swim, which is 16.5 wraps. That was the advice from Chris the bailiff. So yeah, lovely clean peg. So yeah, Peg4. There's a guy next to me as well, which is cool. He said he's been on the on my YouTube, so that's good that people actually watching you actually come to these lakes. So that's their Peg3. The next peg next to me here, peg is empty, so that's why I was able to get quite close to the front edge of that bar. There's about 8 anglers on the lake, on the main lake today. Then behind us we've got the Hazes Lake, which will be my next target. Pristine lake, lovely lake, just not long been open. So, and then, as you're all aware from my last video, over the back we've got Merrington Lake, the 3 peg lake. So yeah, so it's a pretty good lake, and it's pretty good to do. So we're going to be concentrating on them areas. We've spotted some frozen trap out, Incredible Baits trap. We've also put on the pop-ups, Scopex pop-ups, multicolour, and I've also got a yellow pop-up, and we spotted out again the trap with some house pellets and some cord. So hopefully that'll do the job, is what I'm hoping. Get this home for a few nights now. I think I'm going to get it to be short and get hydrated, get a nice drink of water down me, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the night ahead. I don't expect nothing today. I've just baited the spots, I've put about 6 bombs over the top of each. So, you know, maybe it's cooled down a little bit, and then hopefully get a fish or two on. I'm fishing as well, slack lines, so any fish come into the margins, hopefully, or any ducks, it won't wipe out my rods. So that's what I'm aiming for. So yeah, it's good to be part of the Incredible Baits team. It's good to be back at Merrington. We're on Main Lake, and hopefully we'll get some fishing done. So we've had quite a busy start. I'm now in my bivvy. Yeah, I've got my left rod bang on. I had a run and I didn't set my clutch properly, and as I obviously as the line went slack, he managed to come off because it's barbless hooks as well here at Merrington. That was my error, and I've just readjusted my long rod 60.5 wraps to my boundary. And yeah, and the other one's at 9 wraps to the left on the edge of a gravel bar. So fingers crossed, I'm positive going into tonight. Like I said, I really should have had a fish by now, but it wasn't to be, and sometimes happens in carp fishing. So yeah, next time you see me, it'll be either with a fish or in the morning. But now I do know I've changed all of my rigs to hook link, being fluorocarbon hook links, the IQ2 boom onto Ronnie rigs, and yeah, and about 9 o'clock this evening. So let me just get me a watch. So yeah, around about an hour's time, we're going to be putting 6 bombs over each spot and then just leaving it then until after bite time tomorrow. So hopefully I'll go on through the night. Hopefully I'll be rudely interrupted. That'll be nice, and I'll see you then. Night lights. Oh, we didn't have anything through the night. A couple of knocks, but nothing took. So that moderate yesterday so far. So what I've done today is rest the 2 swims. I've put 4 spoms, medium spoms of mixed bait over the trap, the Incredible Baits trap, and I've also put house pellet and some corn with a little bit of hemp oil on the top. And so until about 1 o'clock I'm going to be just fishing a margin with 1 rod, what I pre-baited yesterday. The weather here is quite hot, but it looks okay for a bite, so not too bad. Okay, see you soon. just in case the microphone wasn't on, a little bit of a breakdown. Do what any self-respecting carp angler do with the sun shining so bright. We put floaters out. There's no signs of any carp taking them, just some rudd in here and some silvers coming up and picking at them. So I got both rods on the spot, pre-baited just about 12:30. Both rods back out, and I'm feeling confident for a bite. Now it's time to sunbathe and picnic, because I'm not catching any fish. I hope for one today or tonight when it cools down, be nice. But yeah, it's a difficult lake anyway to fish on the main lake, I've been told, by a lot of people, and I suppose this weather now is just making it even worse. But we'll try and everything I can think of, trying different styles of hook limps, trying different hook bait ideas, and yeah, we'll just keep going until we get one out, hopefully. So fingers crossed. So it's now 9:15 at night, and it's been really hot today. Still sat out in shorts and t-shirt. I just put my t-shirt back on. You know, I've redone the spots. I've a bit Maddness might be, but I've decided to go for a wafter because of some of the 2 missed runs I had. I don't know whether because they're rig shy a little bit, whether they're getting the pop up, I just spit it back out. But with the I'll put a wafter on the 360, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll do the job. There's been a bit more life this evening on the lake than all day. You saw some backs out cruising up and down. We saw lots of patches of physics, so they are feeding. And when I put my bait out, I did see you know, some slicking up, but they're just not taking the hook links at the minute. Difficult lake, like I said earlier. But you know, fingers crossed. I'm still hopeful for one. You know, I'll come to a lake and you know, I'm happy with just one carp, and that's what I'm hoping for today. I'm going to spin you around in a second. You can see how flat carp this place is, and at 9 o'clock how much light there still is. That's how flat carp the actual lake is. So it's very carb. Been a little bit of action, but not a lot. I mean, if you look out of the water, there is definitely fizzing. You can see what I'm seeing, but nothing's taken the hook bait just quite recently. I think the lad opposite me, that you can see the peg over there, he had two out yesterday. I missed 2, so I'm hoping that isn't my only chance. So I've switched over to wafters again on the 360. This time with size 4 Kabakuras. A bit sharper point. I'm hoping that with the lead gets the better hook hold as I strike. One of the runs was my own fault for letting a clutch and liger slack, but the other missed run was definitely not my fault. It was more a case of I got to the rod, the rod had finished, managed to shake the hook, so I reset the rod and nothing. Bad knocks, a couple of liners, but a few pickups and a few pickups through the night that kept waking me up. So that's why I've also changed to wafters. It puts the hook bait closer to the hook, and I think with the Kabakuras of Ronnie's 360, once it's got it in its mouth, it's going to be very difficult to deal with, and then I'm going to be straight on the rods. I mean, because it's going to be, I think, 19 degrees through the night tonight. So that's a heated temperature. I might even just sleep outside on my chair where I am now, and then I'll be straight to the rod if anything occurs. So that's what I'm definitely hoping for. And update, did a lot of picnicking. Yeah, I've had about 6 bags of hula hoops actually on my picnic. feel a bit groggy now though. And I had Irish stew for dinner, so that's always nice. And tomorrow I'm having noodles and meatballs. That's the highlight of my day in a minute. I'm picnicking, not, you know. But yeah, so I'm hoping for the best, and let's see what occurs. So I'm just placing the camera ready for if I can get any action in the night, so I can just turn it on. There you go. So I'll see you all hopefully later on, if not in the morning. Right, welcome back to Carpy Clips. I'm on the bank with a nice friend next to me. His name's Craig, and he's got these custom made power bank units for sale, and a really good piece of kit. What you've got here is an IP waterproof container, and you've got a motorcycle battery charger, and a charger facility you can charge at home before you come. And these will last you a good few days on the bank, or even longer, depending on how much power you consume. So if you can see this, it tells you the voltage you've got left in your unit. There's a 11.1 in here, so not used much at all. You've got two USB fast port charges, and you've also got a cigarette input. So if you wanted to run like a cool box that comes in a car, this is really handy for that. And then you could recharge this maybe at the local facilities, at the cabin or a cat shop. But these are going for a bargain now, so if you want one of these, they cost just £60, and the handmade cost £60 and well worth it. So if you are interested, get in touch with me. So private message me either on here by commenting in the sections below, say you're interested in, we're going to call this the Craig's Carp Craziness Power Bank. If you're interested in one of these for £60, or you can DM me on Instagram and we'll get you the details and how long. They are made to order, so allow a little bit of time for delivery and collection, and payment will be made to this supplier. So yeah, really good piece of kit. I'll have to ask the wife if I could budget £60 for one. I was thinking of something else then. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm very interested in one, because I can run a cool box, keep my Jack Daniels nice and cool for when I'm on the bank, because everyone knows I like that. But yeah, get yourself one of these. Better than any Fox or Corda product. Craig's Carpy charging unit, that's what we're going to call it. Yeah, Craig's Carpy charging unit. Get one now, £60. Comment below or DM me on Instagram and we'll get back to you with the full details. See you on the bank. So guys, we're on the final day. It's already red hot. It's not even, what time is it? Just been to the shower. It's 9:45. We're already at 17 degrees. So yeah, so what we're going to do is get ready, change over. I've had 3 aborted takes. I'm not happy, I haven't landed one yet, but it shows me spots are working and the bait's working okay. So what I'm doing is changing over to a chod on a helicopter, both on a safe quarter drop-off systems. I don't want to name drop, but until these ones until I lose these ones, I'll be going to Fox drop-offs. But in the minute I've got these and they're still dropping off well, predominantly for fish safety, to get them up in the water. There's a bar still over to the left, I'm going to be aiming for that still. And then I've got another spot 14 wraps out in front of me that I'm going to be aiming at. So I'm going to fill it with bait, put the rigs in and then leave it. That's my plan. So we're going to wrap up and get them out. I just hope you know, we could get one today or tonight. You know, it's day 3 runs. Confident on the spots. It's just, I don't know the temperature. They don't like the hook bait. I've tried all different on there, not just Incredible Baits. I've tried obviously different manufacturers as well, and it's, yeah, they're not taking on any. The one lad who had 2 out, it was the only one on day 1. I went on this wide by relaxing the rod too much over the bar, and it just come off. But the lads had 2 out, but nothing else has come out since then. So yeah, Main Lake is difficult. I'm determined to get one out of here before the end of the year's out, so I've got the rest of this trip to go, so let's get on with it. So guys, a little bit of an update then. I've set both the rods now, I've baited the spots. I've just gone for 6 bombs for now over the spots, and then 1 o'clock I'm going to pile another 6 over, and that'll be me done then, and leaving them. I decided to go on both rods on chod systems, one with a shorter chod and one with a slightly longer chod, so 1 inch and 2 inches. Still fishing the same spots because of the shows, and also there's been a few shows, but also you know, I've had them 3 runs but nothing converted, so the rigs are in the right place, which maybe due to the difficulty of the lake and the fish, maybe a chod will be a lot better. It's got a little bit of run before it bangs against that lead, and then especially on the left rod with the gravel bar, you know, the helicopter system comes into its own with the drop-off system, and then should bring that fish up pretty quick if it's, you know, when he ejects the lead. But also out on my open water spot. I say it's open water spot, I think it's just this side of another bar when I've been leading around when I first got here. So yeah, weather's gorgeous. It's going overcast, which is I like it, you know, overcast, bit of a ripple, wind slightly coming this way, more pushing towards the other end of the lake, so hopefully can intercept a few on my spots. Just as I'm speaking now, there's a guy opposite me, Peg4 just spamming out, so I've already spammed out, so I'm hoping he's going to finish off soon, and hope for some action today. Whether it's warm, but with overcast conditions, the fish might get on it today. I met some great people while being here this trip. I shout out to Craig, who's selling them power banks, don't forget, they're rechargeable off a mains plug as well. And also Lee, who's behind me on Hayes Lake, nice guys. Someone gave me some advice, and yeah, really nice socially as well to talk to, have a few drinks. And yeah, everyone who's on here or coming on Merrington after this video, tight lines. If I do blank, I will be fuming with the carp gods, but it'll be one of them things, you know. But I'll definitely be back. I'll definitely be back on Main Lake. I've learnt a lot about the lake, and yeah, I'm hoping for a little bit of action today. It'd be nice for a fish for the video, but if not, you know, I'll show you the rigs and tactics I have been using. What has worked, what has not worked. Well, none of it's worked so far, but I've had the runs with 360 rigs. Just, I don't know, might be a false run. I've heard that on Peg4 there's a nasty bar out there, and we've had people breaking off. It could be I've been hooking into the training hook link or trailing lead system, and it's just shook off. That'll make more sense with a 360 than a fish shaking out, to be fair. So, you know, it's not an excuse, but, you know, fishing everything correctly. I've not gone for slack lines today as well. I've gone tight lines, pardon the pun, because the one thing is I missed a drop back yesterday, and I'm thinking if I had a bit tighter line, I would have reacted a bit quicker. The fish, you know, has less to play with, so, and I've got the clutches a little bit tighter than normal. Still got a little bit of play in, so the fish can have a little bit of a bolt, but not too much of play. So fingers crossed, pray to the carp gods, let's hopefully put one on the bank, and I'll see you either a bit later or hopefully with a fish. So an update today. It's been very frustrating with the heat. I've decided to backlead my rods, so I was getting a few indications that I think I struck into what was a liner basically, and that frustrated me. Since putting the backleads on, I've not had any of these indications, which is better news. You won't believe this now, but it's coming up to 9:30 in the evening. Unfortunately, it's still a blank. Them 3 runs I did have, I'm more disappointed with the run the first day, early evening, where I relaxed my rod over a bar and it come off, and I'm frustrated myself there. That could have been the one fish of this trip. Am I hopeful tonight? I'm not sure, is the honest answer. I've just put a spread of boilers out because of the amount of wood that's in here. I spread a trap out in my areas and lead into my areas to try and get the fish coming down onto my hook links. I also put a PVA mesh net on each hook before throwing it out, so I know each hook bait's got a little bit of a mouthful of boilies round, and I know there is a sufficient trout to try and get them onto my rods. Just got to hope that the carp take the trap. I'll put in the rest of my bait today. I'm not going to bait again now. That's me done with baiting. I've kept up the same baiting routine that I did have with the runs, because that shows me the fish feeding. There is fizzing signs on the lake to say that the fish are feeding tonight as well, which is good. It's got a slightly overcast. It's clearing a little bit, but the temperature's dropped a little bit. Still warm. Still sailing t-shirts. I've only just put my t-shirt on at 9:30 at night. That's just because the little flies, the midges really doing my head in. So that's it. I've got nothing to report. If I'm honest, am I hopeful in the night for a bite? No, because nothing's been coming out at night time on the lake. Not over this last weekend anyway. So it'll be prime bite time tomorrow morning, so I'll be up at 6, start packing down, and I'll leave my rods till I can, but I'm not going to be putting any more bait in. So my one goal was 1 fish coming to Merrington, that I said at the beginning of this video, but that's looking elusive now. Met some nice people, nice friends. I will be coming back to the main lake again regardless of this situation, regardless if I blank or not, because I want one out of here, you know. So if you don't see me again through the night from now, I'll see you in the morning with a little update if there's any, or not. So yeah, until then I'll see you there. You can see my Audible book going in the background. We yeah, called it a day now fishing. It's about 9 in the morning. I'm sweating just getting up and sorting myself out. It's that hot, can't take apart the rod, my spod rod. It's been leading up the bivvy. Can't separate that, so I'm hoping it goes in the car like that. But yeah, I've enjoyed my time on Main Lake, and I hate to say it, but this time I'm a blanker, you know. But I did enjoy my camping and picnic trip here at Merrington, so you know, just going to pat down the bivvy now, and you never know, one might come, but I doubt it. If we don't get a fish in the dying minutes, which I doubt we will. Thank you for watching, and please remember to like, subscribe and share my videos of anybody who you think will benefit from it. I'm back on the bank again, actually here in August, the end of August. I'm coming from a birthday weekend. Me and 2 friends and my son are on Merrington Lake. We've booked that out, so hopefully there'll be a few fish between us there to put off film anyway. But yeah, I will be coming back to Maid Lake, definitely. It won't beat me, I will get one out. I'm just gutted about that, them 3 runs that I didn't convert, and they were my chances, and it shows you how slim the margin is on this lake, really. But yeah, until next time, take care of tight lines.